Welcome. This will be another lovely episode of Football Made in Ghana. My name is Fentio Tahiru Fentio. Today on the show, we did build up to a very interesting weekend in Ghana football. The super clash be how we call them. Kotoko against Hearts of Oak in Accra. No game in the Ghana football calendar be big part of this particular match. So we're looking at all the angles, all the possible angles. Make them open up the stadium. Hearts of Oak in defending against Kotoko in attack. Frank Etuka chasing Ishmael Ado's record. Well, all of these things, we go talk about them. That will be the second part of the show. The first part of the show, we go look back on match week 17 in the Ghana Premier League. So officially right now, the whole first round has come to an end. So we know who be boys, who be men, who be girls, who be women. That is determined. So we go look back at that as well. We go play back some of the last weekend's games for you, and then of course we go show you some very exciting goals. They say for Kumasi the Tuga and Imbela, the fever it catch people for there, be now. So what really be the secret about this boy? We go try look at his biggest strengths, then we go compare them to Hearts of Oak, my biggest weaknesses, what's going on with them and all that. So all of that to come here on the show. We go make a case and tell you why it is important. Say government for opening up the stadium. Make people enter, go watch the game. The 25% thing they bring since January last year, a shame. Like, it be old. Therefore, revise them. Because we see Shatawale, we see R2Bs, we see GT Concert. So what is good for the goose is good for the gander. We will show you why. Especially ahead of this particular game, we go try to determine why it is important the government for lift those bans. Then we go tell you what alternative sanctions or make I put them this way, measures then go fit introduce in order to still continue to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. This before Football Made in Ghana, it be live and interactive on social media. So if you send me a message on the number on your screen, that make I know what your thoughts are ahead of this weekend's big match. Also on Twitter, make you message me at Fentio_. This be Football Made in Ghana. We go take a short break. When we come back, I go introduce my guests, and then we'll go start rolling. Welcome back. This be Football Made in Ghana. So as I talk, the show today, if you live and interactive as usual, if you're own, so make you send me a message, make I know whether you figure say the 25%, no government still for keep them like that. The house they can't play Kotoko for the stadium. They say 25%. But if Shatawale they come do concert, 100%. In fact, 150%. What's up with that? Really for no. All right. So that be the bottom line. All right. Look, we hear from you what your thoughts are on this particular matter. But before anything else, I gotta introduce my guest today. I bring back my very good friend, Mr. Felix Romack. To can't help me look ahead to the big game. Felix, the way you dress, I know they understand.
Oh, why?
You dress, see your sneakers. Hey, you smell like money. You resemble money where you smell like money.
I receive them.
Everything looks new.
I receive them.
Your sneaker, your jacket, your shirt, even your frame, your glasses.
My SF.
Your hair. Hey, Charlie. This one there, I see where you go with that thing. But make I keep quiet.
Charlie, what's up?
If like I know mention anything. Then at the mention all the things that then you go bring hair.
Something where they lack.
We like that. Who say I they lack?
I'm not talking anything.
Who say I they lack?
Oh, I'm not talking anything.
We like this. I bring you on my show, then they can't diss me. Hey, this country, Ankasa no. People get him power.
Charlie.
Hey. All right. My next guest, if they watch this show very often, they see him every day. So I bring him yet again. I bring him here still. You know the game vertically. Mr. Achus Tamaklu. Charlie.
Today.
You see the way he dressed like Charlie. MP? You see how like if MPs they wear the shirt, then they fold up to here.
If a big man.
Then they fold up to here, then they
Charlie,
go pocket.
The job 600, we all forgo job for there someday.
You buy
Charlie.
Before we move on, you just they come from Parliament, right?
Yeah.
What they go on for there?
So the Select Committee on Sports and Culture, they probe on a Afcon showing. They say they know the BAP. Why Ghana for go Middle East, go prep for Afcon, carry like everything where the team they need, they give them. Then business say, we water you the ones. Then say, oh, we there. You just mix all the quality brands, then take give we. We'll show you the ones. Like everything that they need, then say then give them. So as you go, excuses for no day. But we see what happened. So the committee say they know the BAP. In fact, the whole of Parliament say they know the BAP. But these things you do then get specific committees with the job on now.
Yes.
So the select committee
like the job chair, so right now Charlie
job come. So then they probe the entire Afcon participation. So then they look at the NSA, the Sports Ministry, the GFA. In fact, they even started yesterday plus Stephen Appiah and Rex Dankwa.
Hey.
So then they want administrators, players who not be part of this thing, but then see some before, then organize some before, then play some before. That be yesterday. Where today they move to the people where it be them job say Charlie the Afcon for go sport there. Where it be like we just go sport on ourselves. So today then they move to those people. The first on the roster be the sports minister. Yes.
I see pictures.
Charlie, today the questions they fly from every angle.
Rather.
Wait, it did the middle. You see, if they watch the Public Accounts Committee, them are sitting, the way he did the middle, he did the center, where the fire
committee sitting,
where then they fire the question. So he did that today.
But the GFA when then go come?
No, Moro be the NSC, then GFA be built for Friday. But we know the expect you go end in 3 days because that what then tell we be say, depending on the filler way the people who go show up go give them.
If somebody else will come on.
Yes. So if you go talk something where it be loose ended statement way, then for program, as the program and say some people also they inside then to then do some things. Then for can appear and explain the things we then do.
And we all for make careful, of course. So much steady because if they mention your name,
Charlie.
But this at the shock say this thing, they don't include journalists because the journalists then go to Cameroon, they take some.
Then get filler pass.
That's the whole point. So I don't know. Please, Parliamentary Select Committee on Youth, Sports and Culture. Invite journalists who were in Cameroon.
Yes.
To the committee sitting.
Then sittings. Then sittings.
Invite journalists. It is necessary. Invite journalists. They get filler past all the people you they talk to. Because you know why? The journalists they be friends with the players. Everything you go wrong, they know.
Yeah.
Everything you go right, they know. So they do your job, you know, go invite journalists there. Not any journalists. Those then go to Cameroon there. Yeah. Invite some of them. Get here, they look at you.
I love it. You know my problem. My problem is this thing then they do. It they here.
Why? Finding answers no here. You know their questions.
Is this the first time we try find answers to when I'm showing for tournament then things?
This is the first time the select committee is sitting on it.
I beg. We go Brazil 2014.
Yes.
We not set up committee.
We did.
The report where the committee
that was
bring.
A commission. It's
fine, commission. Yes. Commission. The thing where the report where the commission recommend, we ever implement them.
We are not interested.
2019 you go Egypt. Things go happen. Things go happen. We come the Minister for Sports and Culture. Then set up committee. Then give them 4 things.
The same committee, that's
yes, the same committee. Then say first thing.
But the standing committee, so they don't set that. He did there already.
I mean, you whatever committee or the committee, come the committee. He did there. The first thing they talk, we say, make Ghana end one Afcon draft. Make you go bring trophy. Make me then you go there or see the
target they set for them. You know?
Yes.
Only to come and investigate the target. Then
the second one we say. Make we qualify go World Cup 2022. That one they did. The third one, we say, make them improve on a league. Make Ghanaian class. Go Africa, go compete.
Top 10 FIFA ranking.
Then we go. The top 10 FIFA ranking then things. Faint. The 4 things they mention, 3 already go now.
Yeah.
Where the Qatar, the way things they go, it not go surprise me then you all say, that one to go now.
We go surprise me. Because we go win that thing.
But friends, I think say, it says something very valid. To set the tone, like what them for do be say, try to audit those targets we then give them.
That be the hope.
That be the thing.
No, this one be Afcon specific. You know, so for example, you say make them improve the league, right? 3 years this. So ask them what specifically they do. Look at the situations or the conditions of one league At the time,
Ask them that question, yes.
Look at the key people where they in charge. They're still there. Jesse Japan still they run the Ghana Premier League. Jaula still there. The Sports Ministry, NSA. Look at all of these stakeholders. Then look at the specific roles we then play. Then quiz them.
Good question.
Yeah.
Good point.
Then
and you
quiz
see,
them.
and you make a very interesting point because, to be honest, right now, as we day here, right, this is just my layman perspective talking. From being a journalist, from my perspective, if you compare the energy around the league last season to the energy this season won't be. They kind of build up to the super class last season.
Even the Has Olympics game.
Even has the Olympics.
Has Olympics.
Yeah.
My own boss, Mr. Samuel Atamensa, he go stadium, he no fit enter.
Thank you, call me.
He no fit enter. That be how right now.
Actually, boss. Not get it.
It's true. They couldn't get in. And you see, for good measure or bad measure. Bad because obviously they won't go there. But good because then if they tell you say people make interested. That be the only reason they don't fit get it. This season, he alone go fit buy 3,000 tickets, then tap there, then crossing leg. Nobody will come there.
Yeah.
But friends, you have.
So why is that?
Friends,
so that be the point I choose.
Exactly.
If I ask the question, say sometimes if you talk, say make the FA go improve the league. What you do as government? Where you support the FA to help
good
the
question.
league.
You can't just say it in a box.
Because the Blaster actually at the camp. Because the Blaster, we all know say you give them everything they want.
Yes.
Have you made that provision? You do that
For
provision
them,
if
yeah.
they fail.
So
Because as at now, I said a bit later we will talk about that 25% thing.
Okay, interesting. Blasters. Hey, Blasters. Whenever Blasters matter comes, it'll be very passionate. All right, but what could focus on what we they like do for here? Here, we like the league. Football made in Ghana. We like the league. Last week be the end of the first round of the league. Make I show you the full results from the first round before we even see some highlights. So there you go. These are the last matches of the first round. Brecum Chelsea against Brechem United 1-1. These two be the most, I don't want to say the most informed teams, but Brechem United are unbeaten in 10, Brecum Chelsea unbeaten in 7. Yeah. Incredible. So they share 1-1 result. Kumasi Asante Kotoko 3-1 winners over Lions. The Porcupines taming the Lions. Proper headline. Great Olympics somehow finished the the first round in 10th place. I didn't see that coming. Yeah. Then beat Elmina Sharks 1-0. RTU and House of Folk, we saw the game 0-0. Wafa losing at home. Things not go well for the Sogakope boys. I don't know what they happened to Karela. Yeah. Gianna Stars, some hat-trick happened for them. Brighton J, wonderful one. I've pointed out that Tuga 2 hit hat-trick in the Kotoko game. So 2 hat-tricks last weekend. Brighton J with a hat-trick against 11 Wonders.
First half,
25 minutes.
4-goal trailer between Gold Stars and Ashanti Gold. The battle of the goals.
Yes, the minus.
yes. The Mediama losing at home, the most shocking result of the round. But the one thing you know in that result is that this is the first time in 17 matches that Dreams FC have kept a clean sheet.
Stretching back. Last season. When their game against Sharks, where they kept a clean sheet.
It's just Dreams. They just concede the first clean sheet of the season after 17 games. And then King Faisal losing to Legon Cities. Maxwell Kunodi said they are gradually getting there. As to where they are getting, I don't know. A good victory for them. All right. So these results, what do they mean for the table? I'm going to show you that as well, and we'll show you some highlights. So the table at the end of 17 matches, this is what it is, all right? Kotoko top, Brechem United second, Great Olympics finishing the first round in third position. I didn't see that coming at all. Then the Giant Stars today there in fourth position. The rest of it, King Faisal, after a wonderful start, they started to drift down small. But look at the bottom of the table. Elmina Sharks, all but be like this season, then just they go. Because right now, from the way they are going down there, they will soon discover oil down there. 11 Wonders today there, but the rest of it be very competitive. Yeah. Listen, the relegation zone, actually, the last one, Wafa, with 18 points. Between that and 10th position, Brecum Chelsea be 4 points.
Yes. But friend, you know something about the league table? You see Dreams FC, then get goal difference of 2. They be the highest scoring team in the league, we then score 28 goals. But then concede 27, 26. That's why then they get the man of two. Then they score go past everybody, where then they concede. And then
the highest scorers,
yes,
and the highest conceding.
Yeah. That's why they get the +2 for there. And then you look at the newly promoted team. It be like then they manage RTU 13th, Go Stars 14th, Accra Lions 15th. Them then come no.
Yes.
Where then they patch up. But Elmina Sharks and then 11 Wonders. Last season, they both survived on the last day.
Yes.
So it be like then they pick up from where they left off last season. But the surprise package is Wafa. Yeah. Team where you chop third last season. Now see where you did. But if I understand, because they've lost a lot of players. Where them a coach, Kotoko people can carry out.
That's true.
So, Charlie, the hospital, the doctor for the hospital, he left. Now, necessary that they take in charge, so we go hard give them.
All right.
But it's been competitive.
Put the table back up, make I show you something. So, you realize that all the teams play 17 matches, except 2 teams.
Yeah.
The one at the top, Kotoko, with 16 games, and the one in 8th position, House of Oak, then 2. So, House of Oak 2 play. Okay, there's a mistake there. So if I be House of Folk with 16, not Karela United, Bob, I go beat you. I don't like that thing. I don't like that thing at all. Anyway, so Kotoko and House of Folk play 16 games each, which means 1 game between the 2 of them. And that 1 game is this weekend. Before we even start to go into that, guys, let's go into the details of some of the matches played last weekend. Brecum Chelsea and Bechem United. This will be a battle of BA. Take a look at this to show you the highlights, and we'll come back here.
15th match of the season, and Okra nearly troubled Grigori Obinseche. That was tricky.
You know, it's coming onto his left foot. He's trying to go down the lace. The ball takes an awkward bounce. Goalkeeper is backpedaling, can't take chances. So
gets ready to take this free kick, and then he swings one in. It is Kofi Owusu with a shot, and that's the opening goal. That's the striker's finish. Kofi Owusu, former goalkeeper of the Ghana Premier League.
And so there it is. It's the first ball. It's not the best of balls, but they've not been able to clear it. It's Kofi Owusu got the first touch, got the second touch.
Here comes Jackson Owusu. Amponse's touch. Good save from Abdullah Idris. Kofi Owusu wanted it, and that's the whistle to wrap up the first half of this derby in Brecum. Welcome back for second half of the Ghana Premier League. It's Bechem United nearly finding that equalizer. Clinton Daudu.
Look at he brings it to the game. Look at him in his physical presence. The constant problems for the defenders. Doesn't even know where he is. And Daudu.
Kufwa. Henry Ensu. Good save from
all the way.
And Kufwa. But United will not mind. Here's Okras. Good cross in. That's the equalizer. Emmanuel Ano. Pulls parity.
Fantastic game.
Imagine this on a more colorful pitch.
Like this one? Like the one we have here?
The goal.
I mean, the goals were quality goals.
Emmanuel's goal.
Califentio, I said yesterday, now they paste together Franklin Bella in goals. In 11 goals to score. Charlie, some of the pitches, they make the highlights beautiful.
Oh, bro.
Charlie, he had.
We'll get back to Etuga. But I make I take you to, in fact, we're not coming back to Etuga. We're going to Etuga. We don't go Kumasi. That was why he hit hat-trick. This Cameroonian boy, my. 3 goals, hat-trick, as Kotoko tamed the Lions. Take a look.
Sharif, here comes Etuga. Good fight. That's the first goal. Etuga puts Kumasi Asante Kotoko ahead for his 9th goal of the season. The Cameroonian is on fire.
He missed the crucial spot kick. But all started from Kotoko's quick corner kick on a shot. But look at him. He's always looking for the ball on the edge of the box. It's Etuga. Ball broke kindly for him. Just took the ball around the defender and there. Striking the ball with some real power, but that is poor goalkeeping. He should be making the save.
Asma for Kotoko, but the champion will put one through for Awuni. Good play from Awuni. Does he get the equalizer? Accra Lions.
It's been better. Look at that. It was too easy to get the ball past him, and then Mubarak as well. The little shimmy disguised him, and he went off.
Kotoko gets a penalty. Can he convert this time? Etuga makes it easy. It is 2-0 for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Give the goalkeeper the eye and put it in the other end.
Christopher Champon. Here is Awuni with a cut back. Che goes down. Is a penalty. Accra Lions. Che steps forward and he converts to reduce the deficit to 1. It's now Kotoko 2. Accra Lions 1.
Danlad is good from the spot kick, but that was good enough. Real power to get past the goalkeeper.
It's half time at the Baba Yara Stadium in Kumasi.
Lamte will push forward to join Afuakwa.
Now Accra Lions in search for the equalizer. Christopher Echampon and Bassett just unable to find the back of the net. Say Japan. Kotoko get out of the block so impressively, and Etuga stays onside. Does he get his hat trick? Etuga, he grabs his hat trick and makes it 3-1 for Asante Kotoko. Got a hat trick against Ashko, and he has a hat trick today.
What is there not to like about a player of such calmness, of such precise?
All right, that's after the my favorite part after the end of the match, was when they went to their fans and they were Mbela, 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 Afuakwa, Afuakwa, Afuakwa.
It was nice to see, Charlie. It was nice to see because we don't have any proper fan culture in Ghana. So when I see football fans connecting with the players on that level, I really enjoy it and it was fun. Yeah.
Show me what you saw.
Even you do,
no. I want you.
So I saw him. I think this is Afakwa. And then FMiGh as well.
FMiGh. Dancing in front of the porcupine.
Charlie.
The tertiary guys. No.
Show me.
Imela. FMiGh. Charlie, my friend, you see, I don't blame them. When the team is doing well like this, Charlie, it be superb. So it be them time. Make them enjoy.
We can show you one more game. Let's go to Tamale. RTU versus House of Folk. It ended 0-0, but they truly belong to Isaac Mensah. Take a look.
He's up against Rashid Mensah. Here is Isaac Mensah. He's missed. Glorious opportunity for Isaac Mensah.
He did so well to weave past the bodies, but once he got one-on-one with the goalkeeper, all he had to do was to just guide the ball into the back of the net. But credit to the goalkeeper there, he was well into it, into the better chances.
Half time here at the Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium in Tamale.
Larry Woods come on now. Fatal, the captain, is moving to centre half alongside Club.
Free kick taken. Richard Atta. They've posted some impressive wins over. Corner, he swings one to the far end and it's Nkrumah Kosa. Decent effort from the former Abuja Dwarfs captain. Awako, here is Barnier. He sends a shot across. Sule Muntari, he tried the volley.
Onto the strike, didn't quite catch it the way he would have loved it. Not the cleanest of connections, the ball hit the turf and not much power. Straight to the arms of the goalkeeper.
Caleb Amankwa goes in with a challenge on Victor Edu. Referee whistles. He reaches his pocket.
And if the referee thinks this is a foul, then it's going to be a sending off really, because the last man, Fatal, is out of the picture. As the referee on the far side and has settled on the yellow card, which then would mean that it's the second yellow card. It is a sending off.
It's a red card for Caleb Amankwa. Now here is the Wako and Saboche. And Saboche! Kwamboachi for RTU. We're in the 10th minute of stoppage time. RTU coming close and Isakuka.
All right. So 0-0, Hearts of Oak failing to win yet again. Felix, make I begin with you on that particular last game involving Hearts of Oak. The match, it highlights something where it be problematic for Hearts of Oak the whole of this season. Goal scoring. And you saw the different players missing chances, basa.
Of course. If you watch statistically, as be one of the teams, then they create a lot of chances. A whole lot. But then the finishing has been the problem. They lack finishing. And you watch, then this game, they expect to see a player like Koji go start because has needed a target man. But then again, see the chance where Isaac Mensah miss. Sometimes, maybe you go blame coach because when I saw the lineup, I was like, why start Awaku and Muntari? Because I think the youth is not on your side. And you are playing against a team that will dominate
and also the
midfield. So at least if they bring in maybe one Wakasu or Muntari, forget some youth, make a partner in that midfield. But then again, you see the chance where Isaac Mensah gets. You can't blame Wedu. So some of these things, some of the chances we create, and that has been the main problem. I talk say we because me I be asked man. You see, it the pain. That is the truth. It will be very, very painful, and that has caused us where we are now. And it's likely we might even lose the league title because of our failure to convert some of the chances.
Wait. You said it is what?
Likely, of course. But the league title there because of course
who knows where my mind is as you talk that statement. You know. I say it be likely. You lose that say finish. You say it be likely.
Oh, but no.
You're still in denial.
No. Oh, no, not be so. But as they not finish the league, Kotoko has a commanding lead.
Yes.
Definitely. It is theirs
on the most serious note, of course, it's football. Anything is football.
Well, it shouldn't be say if he has them Kotoko has paid the chase Kotoko. Yeah. There is Bichim. It be just 3 points.
Yes, of
course. And Kotoko will have to go to Bichim.
Yes.
That be the time. Bichim clearly are one of the most exciting teams when they the league inside. Then they play good football.
Mr. Roman. Okay, go on. I'm listening. Okay.
Oh, no, it be true.
Yeah. No, I know that part. I'm saying that go on.
Well, we are
more on how good Bechem are.
They are. Yes. They are playing very good football. Yes. There is youth. There is, experience. You look at the quality of players, and they have a very good coach.
Of course.
Who, play different tactics. So, I hope say if has no fit give Kotoko.
Well, he did talk now too.
Of course. But you see, he did talk tactics too. There's a few of the coaches. If you can tell us, so I started with a 3 back or with wing backs, go change to 4-4-2.
Elaborate, but go on.
You see, but other people who can tell you, so we thank God for this and all that. But you know they like that. Oh, please. I'm not mentioning him.
Actually, let's talk, we will come back to House of Oak's problems when we start to preview the Super Clash and all of that. But I want you to touch briefly on Kotoko. I mean, not to be some guy where you know very well. Obviously, the way he started was good. Then I think after 3 games, he started to have some issues. Then the way he turned it around. And all of this, and this is the point I want to highlight, all of this without Hazekopon out injured, FMiGh out injured, Gama out injured. So many key players, all know they. But somehow, he's found a winning formula.
It tell you, say, the building team based on a certain number of particular players. They find a good balance between what they want to do, how they want to make the team play, and which materials will be available. But for me, the most impressive aspects about what they do be how they manage games. Remember after the Dreams games, I can't talk something for here, that Fabio Gama substitution, the substitution where you win the game for them against Dreams. In this
match
game,
week 1.
Yeah, against Dreams, Accra. In this game, before the Kotoko kill of the game, before the 3rd goal came, Kotoko had closed the game from like the 60th minute. And after the game, now at the talk say, if I did the stadium, I would love ask him say, how then make Accra Lions play the way they play up until the 60th minute. And he just sit down and realize say a few of the players they play in positions of comfort when the team get the ball. But when they lose the ball, how they go react in sync plus them teammates to protect the team's shape. So say Accra Lions no go fit hurt them. Now they. That's why you see then create a lot of the chances. After the 60th minute mark, he bring Richmond Lamte back into central midfield where he close the game. After 70 minutes, he introduced Agadas, the game finish. The game finish. And it be one of the things where me they appreciate. Because
reading the game.
Yes. You go figure on days where your team know they create chances, but you get one goal.
Yes.
What do you do? You go talk say because you play in front of Baba Yara, so make you throw more men forward. No, you know, before he even makes substitution, he tweak the team in a manner that gave the team balance and then some width to be able to play in the manner that they did. And you see, this be important because this was in a weekend ahead of the Hearts game. You needed to play the game in a manner that you get to reserve energy. You don't exert a lot. Injuries, suspensions, you keep all of those in mind. So the decision say, go play Muda, go start Agadas, it makes sense.
Of course.
Other coaches go into panic mode as they see the frequency with which
even
Lions they create chances. Yeah.
Okay, he was suspended because of the red card.
The frequency with which they create chances, other coaches will go into panic mode because they no go lose before the big game. But he manages. And you see, it not be only this game. We see that versus Bechem. We see that versus even Adriana. We see that versus the Dreams example we have mentioned. The Ash Gold game to something similar. So for me, it be the thing where they tell you, say, this be in team. He's
building it in his image. Okay,
yes,
put them that way.
Exactly. He control the way the team they behave both in and out of possession. And for me, it be massive plus to him because look, this be only in first year.
Of course.
He not chop even
a lot of new players.
One season.
He not chop even 6 months on the job.
It's a lot of new players.
For him to be able to understand the way these boys they behave in the course of the season. They are not a perfect team yet, but what they do, it be very, very laudable. And it sort of prove a lot of us right. The confidence we get in people like him, in Ignatius, and some of the young, exciting coaches where we get on the local scene.
All right, interesting.
Coach Way, as a folk member, board member, say make them take blaster job.
I beg that one is Yongu.
But they don't know what to do.
That's the point. Because I have to close say could take the blaster job give some boy. Wait them this word you say he there in some way. Where Nyaho today is somewhere. Where his astuteness. That's the word he used to. He said per
who used that word?
Prosper.
Okay.
Prof said per Nyaho's astuteness.
They recommend job giver.
Yeah, so you know how you go fit talk up. He said he be national calling.
So right now, friends, make we not do this.
Okay, we not
catch them. That one just by the way. We not catch them.
He say if
make the man enjoy it right.
They enjoy.
Yes, make you win in league.
But he say if the time come, he's available. He go be ready.
Okay.
We me too. I know say he go be ready. Anyway, what we go do is say we go take some short break. I'll get some messages for here. When we come back from this, we go look ahead to the Super Clash and highlight on a few things. Heart of Oaks defending. 2 girls goals. Can he break the Ishmael Ado record? Should we open the stadium up from the 25% to 100%? The issues we will discuss in the next 25 or so minutes, plenty. So make you not go anywhere. This be Football Made in Ghana. Welcome back. This be Football Made in Ghana. Last leg of the show. We dey look ahead to the Super Clash, the big game between Kotoko and Hearts of Oak. It'll be outstanding match from the first round. Yeah. That'll be the only game in Ghana Premier League this weekend. The only match, only one match on Sunday. All right, guys, quick reminder. Last season, the two teams met over 2 games. The first one was in Accra. Yeah, was this in Accra? Yeah.
Both games.
Both games were in Accra, actually. So, here, with the first one, a free Bani, the difference, as they won 1-0 against Hearts. Kotoko, sorry.
Hey.
All right, so, Felix, talk me through this match. You remember this game from last season?
Yes, this was a must-win game for Accra.
This be the goalless one, sorry.
Yes. This be the goalless one. 2 penalties.
Yes. This was the game that belonged to the goalkeeper.
Yes. But I think the referees in this particular game, they're not forced. Because both goalkeepers, they move off them a line. We like them for retake the penalty. But in this particular game, I think the strikers really mess up.
Well, how about the goalkeepers were good?
Oh, the goalkeepers, they were good because they saved penalty way they move off the line. So I don't go credit them. But I think the strikers see a chance where Victor do get, we like it for score. And then again, Patrick Krazas he get plenty chances. You get like 3 players for the Boston side. See boy, you go play. No wonder this season, they even come near the team. Okay. Because last season, not really pull off anything. Clear penalty, referee take him. And hardly you go see say referee they take 2 penalties. Ghana League,
super class,
especially in the Asante Kotoko game. But I think say this match there, the only thing
this was a clear penalty.
Yeah. Oh, of course, the Kotoko players didn't. You see, he moved off in line.
Abalara moved off his line.
You understand? He moved cross, where like the linesman for at least call for a retake. But then, unusual of Ghanaian.
But the most significant development be say the penalty happened moments after Victor Edu went off.
Yeah.
And then this chance.
Yeah, another one.
Oh, goodness me.
But Charlie, then the pain. At this point, then Charlie, empty stadium. Empty stadium. So Charlie.
Okay, so that be the first one. 0-0 behind end.
And this be the return leg.
This be the return leg, of course. So the teams just swap jerseys. So now Kotoko in white, House of Folk in red.
And at this point, Kotoko needed to win to make sure they go give us pressure. Whereas,
so us needed to win.
No, then us already. At least a draw a point self go be okay. So as win this game, where Kotoko give up the title. They not really win any game after this defeat.
They just stop the play.
They stop the play, then defeat them everywhere. Then they get on playing like that. But I think say this particular game has really played very, very well. And then they go away, a 3-year scored superb goal. This be their goal.
It was a very good goal.
No.
It was a well-taken goal by then. Then Asante Folk went on, Charlie, build some point up and then got the maximum point in that game.
But Haas could have won this game by 2 or 3.
Playing because they played very, very well.
Very good chances. I think this is the goal.
This be the goal.
Yeah. Ovoka.
Radi Ovoka.
Salif Ibrahim.
The chip, brilliant. The header.
Ganiu's block. And Sabocho
Then they call for offside. You see a player for there like this. Yeah. How can this be offside?
Well,
it was a very good goal.
He's no longer part of the team now, is he?
Then at this point, say they go Kotoko. Say they go play for Kotoko where they not give an opportunity.
This is what we talk about Ghana Premier League, and this is my biggest point. Player attrition. You look at the players who started this match for both teams. How many of them will start the next game or
how many are not even there?
Together.
So if you look at the Hearts team, Radio Voka no longer there, so he won't play. Benjamin Afutu no longer there, he no go play. Patrick Razak
is there but he won't play.
Yes, he's been ostracized sort of from.
Emmanuel Nete is going to Iraq.
Yes.
Who again?
Victor
Edu is gone to
Edu no start this game. Salifu play, but Salifu is injured now.
So he no go play.
So what? About 4 or 5 of them no day. If you check the Kotoko team, Kwame Ba,
not day.
These days number 2. The back 4, Habib Mohamed, Habib Mohamed no longer be part of the team. Christopher Nete also.
They bench now.
Yes, they get game time. The midfield, I think Mudasiru be.
Mudasiru did there. I'm not sure if Fabio Gama go play.
No. Gama is out.
That be the bottom line. All right. Maybe that explains why Kotoko are struggling these days. Hearts of Folk are struggling these days. This is the head-to-head between Kotoko and Hearts of Folk in the Ghana Premier League. 37 wins for Hearts of Folk. That's the bottom line. Let's look at their most recent meetings. There you go. So from 2017, 1-0. Who can ever forget that? Then 2018, 0-0. Of course, that was the normalization committee. Yeah. 2020, 2-1. Very controversial game of football. I remember that one. And then you see the 2021, 1-0 for Hearts of Folk there. And then the last one you saw there, it was actually 0-0, not 1-1.
Yeah.
It was 0-0, the most recent one. So basically, this be what it looks like. All right, guys, where this match will be won, basically, it's more or less like attack versus defense. So I want us to highlight on Hearts of Folk defending. Actually, last week we spoke about this and where the problems could be. This is Accra Hearts of Folk. This is the game against Hashko. You were very particular about the nature of this goal.
Yes. So you have to take the video back a bit. You would have to look at the space in front of the centre back, the space between the holding midfield. Okay. In fact, Hearts of Folk's first line of defense.
So here,
yeah.
What is this?
No, take it back. You take it back. You take it back.
Take it back a bit.
Take it back. No, but from the time Ashgold get possession of the ball, you realize that the team was not structured enough, and the spacing among the players. Yes, they were close, but not close to what the Ashgold player with the ball.
Okay.
So the player with the ball now has options and is running 3v1.
Achu, can you believe that the defensive team here is the team in white?
Yes.
The team in yellow has more players
than Hasselhoff. And you see, we saw something similar against Ash Gold.
This is Ash
Gold.
No, Aduana Stars, the draw.
Yeah.
We saw something similar against Aduana Stars, the draw.
So what's the issue here? Is it coaching? Is it arrangement? Is it individual errors? I want to know what the Hasselhoff problem is.
The coaching.
Okay.
Because, you know...
this is against Karela.
Yes.
They are just numbers, but nobody is defending.
One is a coaching problem because, like we talk about Kotoko, when the team has the ball, there is a way they behave. When they lose the ball, there is a way they behave. So whether you decide that the players closer to where the opponent get the ball, quickly for press, close down the player in options and force a back pass, or go after the player with the ball and his options.
That's a coaching problem.
Yes. So whatever you decide to do, you do them in a manner that the team in shape. Because these days, it not be every player way if you press them, you go lose the ball. Somebody go fit 10 around, 360,
pass.
Left for dead, pass, we go. Somebody get pace. He won't dribble, but he would make the ball ahead of you, run. So teams get mechanism to retain possession even when you press them. Mm-hmm. What you do is that while you go after the ball, you either do it with all of the players on the same wavelength. So say that they move to maintain their shape. But Hasselhoff,
look at this.
Yes. Hasselhoff.
This is unforgivable. This is unforgivable, you see, because I want us to stick with this Olympics incident, right? Because at the time the body are not working celebration.
They shoot them for the stances.
See, I talk say be two things. The coaching bits and then the individual errors. This goal came from individual error.
So here's the first possession.
Yes.
Akamenko with the ball.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
As he passes the ball, they are pause here.
Not touch
Both of them. So here, this is 2-on-2. This is bad.
Yeah.
And you see,
you don't want this.
No, you don't
want it. You don't want a two. You want one or two of your central midfielders in front of the defense, so that by the time the player makes up his mind, the centre backs then think ahead and try to anticipate or predict what the attacker will do and deal with the movements around them.
But friends, if you like, make the video go back small. I want to show you something.
The video will go back.
Make you go back from where Akamenko got the ball.
Yeah.
You go see say someone at this particular point as Akamenko give the pass.
That's the right back over there.
Yeah.
The top.
In it go crowd.
So
it go crowd.
Out of the
now
picture.
Maxwell Abekwe, he not touch the ball.
But you see,
but there was a player with I don't see that great Olympics player.
Shao.
Yes, at this point, it go set offside. What the last man for Hasselhoff?
Yeah.
As the ball come through,
he step in.
He step out. They try to set offside. At this particular
Instead
point,
of following the player.
Because at this point, if he had followed the player, there was no way he could get one-on-one with the goalkeeper.
Yeah. I'm very disappointed in Adosowa, the first centre back.
Look, the individual errors plenty. From the player who gave away the ball, and if you take the video back, from the very first pass, you just take the video back. From the very first pass that Akamenko gives, watch the half-hearted attempts from Abu Shao. Now let it roll. Watch him.
He did just the walk.
He's not even stretching leg. That's not putting under any pressure whatsoever.
If he becomes a midfielder, he go stretching leg twice. He go break the.
If he wins back the ball, it's hard to work with about 4 players as against 1 or 2 of Olympics. So there is a coaching bit, and then you get these individual errors.
If one thing is clear, and I think the videos show the goal they conceded, the goal we just saw. Look at where the final pass was made to the striker.
The high line.
The high line.
Yes.
And compared to the Ash goal,
yes.
It is exactly the same.
And then the Karela. The Karela one.
Yes.
They did not to get a similar thing at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Okay.
And you see, the Karela one is more criminal because that was on the 94th minute.
Okay. So so there is a trend.
Yeah.
There is a trend. A trend that that Kotoko, in their wisdom, with the professor in charge, with Etuga, would have seen.
Doctor.
And the man that can take advantage of that is this guy, Frank Etuga. Make I show you the goal king chart first. Okay, fine. I'll show you that later. But this guy, Felix, let's talk about his impact and the way he go feel worry Hasselhoff, considering all the defensive frailties we Hasselhoff get. What is this? What is so special about this guy?
The one thing where yesterday as I the merging goals, I realized it be good with everything in his body. In head, he go score. In left leg, he go score. In right, he go score. What they surprised me how he's even good with the left. You watch this particular game, see the last goal. Okay. Now you think so, he already take the ball away from the goalkeeper with the left. So I was like, that ball above the goalkeeper. And one thing about him, he be very mobile. And if you be defender, see this particular goal feint. On his weaker left foot, see how, I don't know if you cross the ball.
Most people will blast this over the bar.
Overcraft feint. Most Ghanaian strikers, then go balloon this. Me, I watched a few of Valentin attempt. Another Cameroonian who played for Ash Gold. But if you look at the rate at which this guy they score goal, earlier on you spoke about Ishmael, he go break him. Because if for 12 games, your man score 11 goals spent, and they go on the same rate, it means they go score past 20 goals. Yeah. But one thing I like about him, it be some striker will be very mobile. You know, and
selfless too.
Yes, he go give assist at positions where you expect say make you score. And you see, before he go get the ball, he's surveying environment. See the first goal he takes score against Accra Lions. He go hardly say he go say any striker would have made that attempt. You go talk so the environment be some way and then no go. See this goal safe, this goal safe is score.
Yeah.
His back was to go, but already he's surveying no say, oh Charlie, if I get the ball and attempt a shot, I can even score. See this one too. So give anytime he cut the 18-yard box, whatever he do be say, let me take a shot, let me take a chance, and I will score.
And this one's a goal.
Charlie, that be the thing. So before I go cut the 18-yard box, he's surveying environment before. And honestly, he missed the penalty in the game against Elmina Shaz. But he looks like he's also good when it comes to penalties. And you watch the hat-trick where he scored, the third goal against Ash Gold. Clear, a very good cross from the corner by Imoro, and then he jumped over everybody, and then he scored. And every time too, he there on areas where he feels so, the second ball go feel drop to him. And that has been crucial to. And you see, one thing we say, he never started the season. And I always be talking, sometimes when players move, language barrier, they feel worried them. You know, they feel speak English. But you look at the way he play on the pitch, you go to say they fit speak 3+.
And he looks happy.
Happy, excited. Very mobile, Charlie.
What helps him most be the intelligence.
Of course.
And football girl language. He did demand for the ball. He be one of those players where he forces his teammates, then the defender to make a decision. By first making a decision. So you see the Maxwell Japan goal, the long ball. He be in run with demand for the ball.
Yes.
Where if you be player worth your salt, where you see say player, your team make that run, you don't get choice. You release the yes. So even though you know they speak the language, he's making runs where if you be intelligent player, you will feed him.
Of course, the understanding now come. Not say, oh, if I get the ball to go.
And the most important thing about football, really, that most of when players don't get, they say it be the thought and the decision before you receive the ball.
Yeah. Be the
most of the players want to take the ball, they make a decision.
That's why I said that.
Most of the best players in the world, they make a decision
before the ball
even gets to them. You know, so that be one thing this guy is really good at. So here's the goal king chart as things stand. As Felix pointed out, he don't even start the season with that team.
No.
He's played 12 matches. Yes. He scored 11 goals so far
this season. 871 minutes.
It's incredible. That is an average of almost a goal every game.
Yeah.
Now, at this rate, the record in a Ghana Premier League season be Ishmael Adu from 2000 and 2001 season. 22 goals in a single season. I'm not quite sure how many games, but I know that it was a 16-team league then, and he probably didn't play all 32 matches. No. But bottom line, he 22 goals. Till date, we are in 2022, 21 years. That record still stands. The question is, can this guy break this record? Actually, from the way he's going.
No, he has a quality. The other thing about him, we say, and for players who pick up such form, now then get certain authority in the team. So if you be player where you see, say, two of your teammates are in a very good position, your natural instinct will be to trust him more. Your instinct will be say, make us find the man who they fire the goals. And in this moment, it be Mbella. Beyond that, his presence in games, it shake defenders. And I go to tell you that some of the goals he scored be more of the defender panicking and making an error than his intelligence. The first goal was Accra Lions. Example.
The keeper see I'm
the goal he scored versus Ashgold, Da Costa a mistake. The goal he scored versus Olympics, another.
So in other words, he's putting the fear of God in the defenders and goalkeepers.
He's beginning to get into the minds of defenders.
Interesting.
And that thing, it be deadly.
Of course.
Because, and you see, every time coaches they talk, say, for a player, and the last person to say this was Ancelotti, the quicker you get the ball away from your feet, the better.
Yeah.
If you take more time in shooting, you get tentative, you may overhit or underhit the pass, the ball. But once you are decisive and quick about it, and he's shown that aspect of his game. So you have that, you have the authority and the command his teammates now accord him, and the fact that they are instantly...
So the more trust and more confidence they give him,
than anyone else. And then you have the mistakes that
you know one thing, make we compare last season, the top scorers, after 34 games. J.O.C. Taylor scored 18 goals. Where he played 32 matches. Then Kwame Pepra, Kimfesa, he scored 12 goals. That's the second highest though.
Wow.
Where he played 31 matches. The rest had 11 goals. Stephen Amankona, he scored almost like 7 from penalties.
Yes.
Then there was Esso, who played lesser matches. He played 18 before going up north. So if you look at the rate, so if like Etuga was there last season with just 11 goals in 12 matches, like go there third on the scorers chart. After last season with just 11 games.
After the full season?
Yes, with just 12 games. So it tells you that at the rate where your man they go,
if he stays fit,
Charlie, it go feel clock like 25.
Oh, he has to. Wow. And you see, the league needs players like him to keep this form. When a league, if any striker score across the 10-goal threshold, then we start to talk about office.
That's true.
And even for those who get to see us the season, they know they feel replicates the form from the first round into the second round.
Yeah, that's why I like what Toure said about him. He said, stay at Kotoko for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Good things should come to you. Speaking about good things, make I show you the... Listen, the NSA right to the COVID-19 task force. He said the 25% capacity thing, for scrap out. So last year, January, government puts on 25% limit on stadium attendance. So say we don't go contract coronavirus for there. But 1 year later, in the space of the 12 months, we see plenty events happen. Shatawale go hold concert for the stadium. There, the people pack into the R2Bs. Same. There, CR2Us. The GT concert, same. They even sack football clubs in order to hold a concert to 100% capacity. So, what is the justification for continuing to maintain the 25% capacity? Because after all, it is the same venue, the same human beings, the same everything, the same coronavirus. You know, they say the coronavirus, they pick and choose. When you see music concert, then you say, okay, make her relax. But if I see football,
you see the people self, they did the pitch top.
Exactly.
So the social distancing, then Trump put some more lines.
But meanwhile, on the stadium, the seats, at least if they give we 70, 50% self, we go feel have that space. And you see, friends, my problem is say, you look at the Ghana League with the player, government say 25%. But honest truth be say, it be only has them Kotoko. Where did they enforce that?
The other 16 teams.
No, they will be already. So that be the whole bottom line.
That's it.
Make I read some message, then we go wrap up. Montana says, make I see. He says, hi, friend, this be Montana. See, this weekend, if Kotoko we win by 2-goal margin, it be Lord's giveaway. Interesting. International in UEW South Campus says, I'm enjoying your discussion, but please, with GPL table, Mina shall get 11 points and not 8 points as you display. All right, I'll go check that one. Thank you for your... this one says, I think this sports program has to be like 3 hours. You guys are giving us quality, intelligent, educative, and non-boring content. That is that. Plenty more messages here. I totally agree with you that the stadium is open, and I propose at least 80% capacity and not limited to only Kotoko and Hearts games. Angelo Agboji in Ho with that message. More messages come. Thank you very much for them. Thank you, Felix. Thank you, Achu. That'll be one I show for today. Until next time, keep watching Citi TV. Take care of yourself, and bye-bye.